Hey guys, what's going on? It's Cathy here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of my stereo vinyl cruiser. I've promised this video to you guys for about a few weeks now, and I'm finally going to do the video. So, yeah. First off, this board is 22.5 inches long and 6 inches wide, I believe. I actually don't know if that's true, because I'm just saying what I think it is. I didn't really look on the box or anything, but I believe that's the right specs. The wheels are 79 millimeters, 75A, I believe, 78A, yeah, and that's the same durometer as the wheels on my Santa Cruz Landshark. And although those wheels, or the wheels on my Landshark, are a little bit bigger, I find that these wheels are pretty decent themselves. They aren't bad or anything, so yeah. Okay, first off, I did change out the bearings. When I first got it, I rode around on the ABEC 7s or 5s or whatever they are, 3s, I don't know. But I rode around on the ABEC, whatever they are, the stock bearings that come on this board. Did not like it, so I switched it out for some reds. And while reds are not the best bearings, they are pretty good for their price range. So, yeah. Okay. So, I'm just gonna tell you about the ride of this board and stuff. First off, it is kind of difficult to transition from a regular skateboard to this board. But it's a lot easier to transition from a small board to a bigger board, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that's just something to think about. But yeah, this board is going for like $30-something, 37-something cents on Amazon. So if you're interested in this board, I recommend getting it now, because the prices are dropping, and yeah, the prices probably aren't going to be going up anytime soon, so you can wait. But I mean, it's nice to know that you got a board for really cheap, but you can wait and see if it drops more in price. Ow, I just elbowed the chair. Okay, so this board is pretty flexy. You can see that in my flex test video, but it's not that flexy when you're riding, like on the, what's it called, sidewalk. Yeah, so it's not going to be super flexy where you'll bottom out just from riding. But it does have some flex, so yeah. And even under 100 pounds, it's not super flexy, so I'm sure it could hold another 75 pounds possibly. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So if the board happens to like snap or anything, it's not my fault. Okay, disclaimer. Yeah. By the way, I think the stickers that come with this board are kind of ugly. So, yeah. But that's just my personal opinion. But I think the arrows are kind of tacky looking. And I think the Hestra sticker needs to go sometime soon as well. Or the Illa sticker, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah. So, overall, the trucks are pretty nice. The board is pretty nice as well. Some of the things I don't like about this board is that it's not too grippy in the rain, or not in the rain, but like if the floor is wet or someone's like washing a car and you ride by, if your foot gets wet, it's going to be really hard to grip on this board. So yeah, even if it's not raining or anything, it's still hard to grip if your shoe's wet or anything, like if you're, I don't know, if you stepped in a puddle or something. But yeah, also it gets scratched super easily. You can't really tell because the lighting's horrible and I'm using my iPhone to film this, but it gets scratched up pretty badly. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't really ride this board too often, but it gets beat up easily, I guess. The wheels haven't chipped yet. I'm trying not to chip them. I don't want to do, like, anything that would cause them to chip. But, yeah. It's really easy to chip these wheels. It's already, like, it's not chipped, but it's, like, just not new looking anymore. You can tell there's definite usage just from like the little sides or edges, the lips, whatever you want to call them. Lips kind of sounds dirty, but anyways, yeah. Overall, I really like this board. However, I do prefer my Santa Cruz Landshark. I bought this board. It was like $70 or $80 with the reds. So it is cheaper, or it was more expensive than the Landshark, but now it's cheaper. So, yeah. I still should have bought the Santa Cruz Landshark instead of this board. I would have been happier. Not that I wasn't happy with this board, but I mean, I do like my Landshark a lot more. I ride it more often than I do this board now. So, yeah. If you are looking for a cruiser that's really portable or like light and stuff and that can fit in your locker, I do recommend this board. It's really nice. It does fit in the lockers, or at least at my school, unless you have like really small lockers like PE lockers or something, then it probably won't fit. But I mean, normal sized lockers, I don't know what normal sized are, but I'm sure it'll fit. Yeah. If you do get this board, I would recommend getting grip tape with it. You could get the stereo grip tape that's like cut already, or just regular grip tape, because it will make this board a lot better. I would think so, simply because it does get pretty sketchy riding it if your shoe is wet, or if it just rained, or even if it hadn't rained in like a few hours and the sidewalks are dry, but yeah, I don't know, somehow your shoe gets wet or something, or the board gets wet. Either way, it does get kind of scary riding this board at times. And yeah, this board is kind of small, and I don't really have big feet or anything. I wear like 7.5 in women's. So yeah, and it does get kind of scary. Once in a while, my foot, I'll like leave it hanging down here and it'll hit the wheel. That gets scary. But yeah, you don't get any problems with wheel bite or anything like that, so that's cool. But the only thing I would like change is the size. And I know it's known for like the size of it and all that stuff, like because it's small, but I mean, I don't know, I would have made it a little bit bigger. Maybe not as big as the nickel, but just a little bit wider, for the most part. And yeah, lengthwise, this board is pretty cool. It's fine riding it, but I would have made it a little bit wider, maybe 7.5 inches, or maybe, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, but I do like this board. I would recommend it to those who are looking into buying it because it's a lot cheaper now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this review. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll try and answer them as soon as possible. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.